Matt, I understand why you're giddy. Okay, for the last 17 years, you guys have been battling Nick Saban, not just within the conference, but within in your own division. But Nick Saban was the head coach at LSU for 5 seasons, even got half a national championship that you guys share with USC.
No code.
Does LSU, does the fan base consider, after Michigan has a full one?
Yeah, after Michigan wins the Natty, Matt, all of a sudden now he's
just gloss over that. Does the fan base consider Nick Saban a part of the Tiger family, or is he just forever a nemesis?
So and congrats on the Natty Cone. I was actually going to be polite to you until you just took my greatest sports memory and tried to soil it.
I'm just trying to, that's a fact. You have 2019 still. That's great.
It's not a fact, Cone, because the entire world of college football agreed to a system in place. LSU won it. I don't care what a bunch of fat old sports writers decided to hand a trophy to somebody. All right, that's why
I actually agree with you. I agree with you, but you know,
I know you do, Cone, because you're.
I had to listen to you with the '97 half national championship the other day. I'm seeing USC's name right next to LSU.
Yeah, you
on the
Natty.
I was like, man, how did everybody we had the BCS system?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing claiming still? Either way, Nick Saban, is he a part of the Tiger family or not?
Yes, and so. I think am like many. So, guys, full disclosure, I was a senior at LSU in 03. And keep in mind, that was the first national championship that LSU had won in 45 years. So an entire generation of LSU fans came and went without ever seeing that or believing it was even possible, right? I mean, consider the context, guys. It was Miami or Florida State or Nebraska or Michigan. I mean, that was for Notre Dame. That was for them, not for us. Like that was an unrealistic, unreachable goal. Like we just wanted to go to a bowl game that was named after a fruit, right? I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah.
So Nick brought LSU to the top of the mountain and said, "Look at the view up here. It's pretty good. Let's stay." Yeah. So yes, there are these conflicting emotions. It's the absolute unfiltered jubilation of knowing this long Crimson nightmare is over. But the other side, it's reverence and respect and gratitude for Nick being the greatest coach of all time, understanding that, and for what he did for LSU. And guys, there will come a day where he's back in Tiger Stadium and being honored with that 03 national championship team. And he should. There should be a Nick Saban statue. There should be banners and all the things that you would do to honor a national championship winning coach, because everything LSU has been over the last quarter century is because of him. It's because of what he started.
Why would you, even at a place like Alabama, that's got all the resources, all the passion, right? Why on earth would you want to take that job to follow Nick Saban? Who worth their salt is going to want to be in that position? You can't win. It's an untenable and unwinnable position, and you know this better than anybody. How nuts is the Alabama fan base going to go that first 8-4 year? They may put you in one of those wooden owls like Nicolas Cage at the end of The Wicker Man and burn you in downtown Tuscaloosa. It's
a glorious thought, because, guys, I looked at this yet. This is the most incredible statistic. There are so many ways you can quantify Nick Saban's dominance, excellence, why he is the greatest college football coach ever, and it's not even debatable.
Not even close.
But in 17 years at Alabama, he lost 18 conference games.
That's what I'm saying. Every statistic is more impressive than the one before it. Like, it's just never ending.
Whenever they go, that's why I'm so giddy. The watching Alabama games on TV just to see the images of the sad Bama fans when in disbelief when they lose, like to think they're living in that perpetual state now because they know their charmed, blessed, preordained existence is over. Like they're not going to suck next year. They're not going to be 6-6, but they know this thing, like their bulletproof vest is off now. They know it. So who wants that job? Anybody, because the reality is the thing that makes men want to be head football coaches in college is whatever that thing is. That's the reason one of them is going to say, or all of them would say, I want that job.
Yeah.
Because they believe they can. And you have to have that little bit of weird, cross wire and crazy in your brain to think you can. So yeah, if it's Dan Lanning or Lane Kiffin or, whoever it may be next, I don't know. Everyone seems to think it's Lanning, but of course someone's going to take that job and be eager to take that job.
Oh yeah, well, it's somebody's going to take it. I'm not saying it's not attractive, but I think a lot of these guys, like again, you're Steve Sarkisian, you ain't going anywhere. If I'm Dan Lanning, you're in a great situation in Oregon, so you're going to be the guy that follows Nick Saban, like you're going to be the guy that goes in there. I just think it's going to take somebody that's young enough and dumb enough, honestly, to do it. I don't think any of these old heads are going to come in here and be like, I'll take over for Nick Saban. I'm going to tell you a name to watch out for. Matt, and I've said this for a year and a half, and people have pointed, they've thrown vegetables, lettuce, all type of stuff at me. Bill O'Brien, just remember I said it. Just remember I said it.
His name's on a list.
I'm just
however long the list is.
Just remember I said it.
Not at the top, that's for sure.
Not at the top. Not at the top. Hey, YouTube, unlike Nick Saban, we're never going to retire. But man, it would be nice to have half the success that he did. And with your help, we can. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Turn that notification bell on. Go grab some merch, too, while you're at it.